save our planet, current CO2 levels could lead to irreversible Arctic change, with current rates of Arctic warming continuing to accelerate, especially over the past 2 decades. Dr. Ashley Ballantyne of the University of Colorado, USA, and other international colleagues sought to better understand these rising temperature-related risks. To do so, he looked back in Earth's history to the Pliocene Epoch between 2.5 to more than 5 million years ago, when CO2 levels were between 350 to 450 parts per million, comparable to today's approximately 390 parts per million. However, despite the similar amounts of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, the Arctic's temperature at that time was much higher. Dr. Ballantyne's findings indicate that present temperatures in the Arctic simply may not yet be showing the future changes in store for the region.
We were pretty startled to learn from our estimates that temperatures were on the order of 19 degrees warmer during the Pliocene in the Arctic. It is very different from the Arctic landscape of today, which is very sparse and barren if there isn't ice cover. This implies that not only is the Arctic very sensitive to CO2 levels, but that what we've observed thus far in the Arctic is a transient response, and that the Arctic hasn't yet reached its equilibrium state.
The research suggests that the significant changes resulting from the presence of increased CO2 in the atmosphere could not only harm species adaptation and survival, but could even set off an unalterable process of ice-free warming. Related research has already forecast that continued melting of the Arctic tundra could trigger a devastating release of greenhouse gases such as the potent methane into the atmosphere, leading to runaway global warming.
It implies that Arctic is in store for much warmer conditions in the future, even if we were to stabilize CO2 levels at 400 parts per million. And this warming will produce irreversible changes in Arctic ecosystems.
Our appreciation, Dr. Ballantyne and Associates, for your research that warns of future Arctic destabilization even without further greenhouse gas emissions. May we act quickly in mitigating climate change at all costs by adopting necessary Earth-preserving measures.
In an August 2008 interview by Ireland's East Coast FM radio, Supreme Master Ching Hai urged for humanity to heed such scientific cautioning through the most effective actions to quickly rebalance the biosphere.
According to the scientists, whatever they have predicted or prescribed about our critical situation is accurate up to 99%. They want us to change the way we live our life by cutting down CO2 emission. And the fastest way that individuals can do without a lot of protocol and ado is to be wedged. It's truly critical now, as we have witnessed increasing disaster worldwide due to climate change. We still have time. We still have a little time to change the course of destiny thanks to the vegetarian population, old and new members, that reduce the most karmic retribution in the short span of time. Thus we have like an extended deadline before the no return point. But it's not much. We must change fast to avoid much more damage to the earth, as well as loss of more lives and resources.